Welcome back to the Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from More to Life. You know, our passport bro made a great video on just this therapist disrespecting passport bros. And then, her feelings get crushed and she starts crying, whining about, oh, we're so mean. Please subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
For the passport bros and the women in these situations to turn around and bash black women and say like, hey, it's not our fault that your men like us.
Negative.
I don't even think most of these Asian women that are clapping back ever said anything about race. They mostly just said Western women.
And try to do a personal attack. Listen to this.
Especially black female therapists.
Proud black therapists.
Like, I think it's so irresponsible for the women from the countries these men are going to try to trigger black women and use their rage for clout.
I thought you guys weren't your stereotypical, ragey African American woman. I thought that was a false statement. But yet you're saying that's what people do to trigger you or to trigger that rage in you? Ugh.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Let's get right into it.
I'm going to be twisting up my hair as I talk about this, but I wanted to give my 2 cents on this whole passport bros situation. And this is the only product I'm using, by the way. I feel like this passport bros situation is like the perfect example of women telling you exactly what they want and what they mean, and then being gaslit into believing that they are the problem and people don't know what they're talking about. Like, from what I've heard from this discussion is black women saying, hey, we don't really care about the passport bros. We just don't want to keep getting dragged into the conversation. And we don't want to keep getting bashed for no reason. And then also seeing other black women give caution to the women being brought into.
Man. Number one, it's sad that they think it's just them, right? Number two, Look at what you're doing over the internet, right? Why are you even talking about it? You already know you're pretty much giving next up to bat. So you don't want to be dragged into the conversation, but you're clearly placing yourself in the conversation.
Exactly.
And listen to what she said before, guys. What did she say before?
We just don't want to keep getting dragged into the conversation.
Exactly.
Emotional damage.
Situation saying, hey, it's such a red flag to be taken away from your country where you're probably in a not so good situation, and to be brought away from all your resources and people that you know into another country to be completely dependent on a man who thinks you should.
Oh yes, you're giving these wonderful women warnings. That's what you guys have been doing. That's what all of these videos have been, guys. Are my fault. I thought these women were bashing these Asian women and these poor, uneducated, don't speak no English women. My bad. They were just giving them warnings. That's what it was.
Should be subservient to him.
Yeah, coming.
And then for the passport bros and the women in these situations to turn around and bash black women and say like, hey, it's not our fault that your men like us.
You did research.
Now look at this.
And looking at those, black men are a danger to black women.
To the table, you're gonna be mad because it's gonna be another man who's gonna not ask me to bring something to the table. He's gonna take care of the bill, them kids, and everybody else, and you if you look broke.
Totally messed up. The goal should be finding a godly woman instead of trying to find a submissive woman, because a submissive woman is really someone you want to be your slave. You want a slave. That's exactly what it is.
I love how they say godly women. So you want to put in religion in the Bible, but in the Bible it literally says to submit to your man.
Nobody's trying to bring women from the country.
This is true.
You got it all wrong, right? Now, there are some guys that are going out there just to date or just for relations. And you know what? It's cool, but that's what guys are doing. Guys aren't just going out to the country and bringing women back to the U.S. You know, women think this is 90 Day Fiance.
They really do.
I keep seeing women respond to 90 Day Fiance and saying passport bros, passport bros, passport bros. Those brothers probably don't even know what passport bros is, right? So stop putting that on us. And you already know, see right now, bringing them back to the country against their own will. You know how many women want to go to America? Guys are not trying to do that.
Like, who said that? Like, I think it's so irresponsible for the women from the countries these men are going to try to trigger black women and use their rage for clout.
No comment.
And additionally, also tell the women from their countries that it's okay to go with these men. Is I don't see a lot of them providing resources in the case that these situations ultimately go awry.
You assume too much.
Bro, look at this. With this curl cream, I don't even need gel. Look at that. And I saw another creator ask whether this situation.
Nobody cares about your hair, girl.
Yeah,
Right?
seriously.
She's trying to bash Password Bros in a calm way and promote products and whatever she's trying to do. Listen, what you're saying is null and void. Right? You have the same argument other women have with just a little bit of a twist on it. That's it. How about you pay attention to what's going on around you?
Yep.
Right? Look at what guys are saying. Like, for instance, I had a woman that reacted to a guy and said this guy is actually, I'll show that video next. But let me continue with this.
Is specific to the US, and I feel like it is because America is so individualistic and we've built a system of being independent, especially for young black women, being taught to be strong and independent no matter what and not needing help, especially from a man. But then to turn around and tell these same women that you're too strong, you're too independent, and we want you to be more traditional. And then also not understanding that in these countries where the women are more traditional, men have to support the women completely.
No. See, what you're getting mixed up, you're getting that traditional mixed up, right? It's not just all about traditional. Like, I've even spoken about my wife and also a woman out in the street. Like, out here I am in the Philippines, they said it's not completely, no woman anywhere, except for if you go to somewhere like, one of the Muslim countries or something like that, where they're wearing dress and garb, they're Muslim thing with covering the full face. That's full traditional, right? Everywhere around the world is modern traditional.
Yep.
And women don't even want to be that. And that's what guys are looking for. Guys just want the basics. Guys, all they want is cooperation. You said it yourself. The home of the modern woman. The home of I don't need a man to do anything for me. But then when you need your tires changed or anything like that or something that's hard, then the man is needed.
Like, I think these passport bros don't understand that for these traditional women, they also have to take care of them completely. Like, I think these passport bros that are chasing traditional women don't understand that the men also have to be traditional. Like, you have to financially support every aspect of this woman's life. Like, the home, provide the money for them to take care of the home. If you have children, financially support all of that.
And what is it here? Isn't that what women want here?
In Nigeria, where the women are traditional, it's expected for the man to support her. Like, it's almost seen as an insult for the woman to work. You have to pay a bride price to the woman's family if you want to marry her. But anyways, that's my 2 cents. So I'm going to go finish twisting up my hair, but let me know what you think about this.
I'm telling you what I think right now. And I think you don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
When guys leave, guys already know if they get a woman, make it their wife, they're going to have to take care of them. Why do so many women, I hope women watch this and go, wait a minute. These guys aren't the losers we think they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys know. I'm where I am right now, right? Do you think my wife works? No. My wife does work, matter of fact. But she works with me. She works for me. Night and day, from what you're thinking. Other guys that are out here, they're not having their woman work. Guys, unless she already has a job and she wants to work.
Correct.
And that's the thing. You do have some women that are modern tradition where they want to work and they still want to take care of your man. Yes. There's women in other countries that are working and still cooking for their man and doing everything their man needs them to do. Right?
Oh, shout outs to my mom. Rest in peace. Again, she worked for the donut shop that we owned as a family. She worked like 10, 12-hour days, 7 days a week, every day. Still took care of the kids, still cooked every day, cooked major meals and meals that would last, a few days in advance, and she still was very happy to do these things. When she gave birth to my brother and sister a week or two after, she went back to work. Why? Because it was necessary to help support the family and keep the business going. You know, most Asian women from Asian countries know that they're going to have to work or want to work to help provide. It's something that their money isn't their money. The whole saying of, you know, his money is my money, and my money is, or his money is our money, my money is my money. That doesn't work in Asian countries that well. Everybody works to put into the family.
Without a complaint. It's night and day, baby. Night and day. But anyway, let me hop on to the next video.
This is a prime example of how these passport brothers are unhealed men and how they respond and get very...
So here it is right here. This is the video I was talking about, right? The woman said these men are unhealed and reactive. I want to see how this man is showing he's unhealed. He seems very even keeled when he explains what he's explaining. Of course he's reacting because look what you're doing, right? But let me finish.
Negative and try to do a personal attack. Listen to this.
Especially black female therapists. She just went on her little rant.
Proud black therapist.
People not to waste their time, but yet she went and made a video telling me to go get therapy because I wanted to make a message to other passport bros. That's utilizing our time doing what we want to do, but she wasted her time to make a video to tell me to go get therapy. The hypocrisy.
Yeah.
How is what he's saying is wrong? That's what you did. You're the woman that did it. You told him to get therapy. He's saying, why do I need to get therapy? You said something. I said what I said right back to you. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Let him finish.
Oh, and also, get some edges. That's what you can do. I'll get some therapy.
This is really sad. This proves my point, though.
Yeah. So what?
It's really sad. I mean, listen, you can't continue to dog men and men. You just want them to take it. This has never been done ever. I mean, men are doing it now, but it's never been done in history. You want to know why? Men are supposed to just take it. A woman hits a man, he just, one more, please, ma'am. Right? All the brother did was give you what you gave him.
Exactly.
That's what's happening in this day and age. And it's not a fight. Men don't want to fight. Men are just letting it be known what it is.
Yep.
And I understand that, man. He said, told you to get some edges. He's getting on you because your hairline is back here. Looking like a guy trying to hold on to a hairline that's not there. That's what you look like right now from all the weeds you got in your head. That's what he's saying. So don't come up here. And it's funny, too, you had the other therapist, right? Who said black men need to get help. And then she's the one who needs help. You're coming across the same way.
Emotional damage.
And it's something with these female therapists, right? And I don't want to bash all therapists out there. But the therapists that see this know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. The ones that usually have something to say about men. It's always a double, triple entendre in there, right? To try to bash men. And guys are getting tired of it. Because you guys realize there's more to life than just taking and dealing with that.
Shout outs to our passport bro, more to life. That was a great content, great video. Just how these women seem to think that all these other people are bashing African American women in particular, but they're not. A lot of them are literally just talking about Western women. From all the videos I've seen, none of them have ever really said black or African American women like that. They've just literally said women in the West or women in America. So it's funny that they take it that way and, using their rage against them. I thought African American women didn't have this rage that you spoke of. So please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. It's chow time.